probably the rivalry we didn't expect coming out of the show. And it has been between what happened at the pay-per-view and what happened at Dynamite. This is going to be a great main event when we actually get it. And I think they're both fire in all the promos they've brought so far.
Yeah, Joe has been absolutely A+ material no matter what he does. I can't believe the WWE let this guy go. I know it wasn't Triple H's idea, but I mean, whenever they put him in something in WWE, whether it was an NXT, whether it was the brief run he had against Brock, whether it was him as a commentator, he crushes it. He goes to AEW, they put him in Ring of Honor, and they make him the king of television because he was Ring of Honor TV and the TNT title for a while, and he crushed it there. He crushed it whatever. I mean, the guy continues to do it. And now MJF, who's been the MVP for a long time, they tap into this, basically they're not going to have the footage on Dynamite, but where Joe shoves a young MJF who is a security guard for him at one of the NXT in Brooklyn's. It's been like a meme for years and years. And now we're playing into that. Just this little subtle when MJF was leaving the tag title match from All Out. So Joe just gives him a little push. And then they start going at it, which was great because it's MJF's like, I'm not that kid anymore, which he tweets out. And then the promo on Dynamite where Joe keeps calling him a kid and they go back and forth. And if you remember when they hooked up too, for a little bit, Joe got that little crank on his neck and MJF has been selling the neck since All In. Right, and this plays into several different things. The friendship with Adam Cole, who hurt his neck in that match. Roderick Strong, who's been complaining about his neck. And there's so much fun, different stuff. This is by far the best stuff going on in AEW right now.
Don't forget about the Muscle Buster breaking Tyson Kidd's neck back in WWE and ending his career. So having that legitimate story follow you, even if you're not going to reference it, if you're talking about breaking necks and making necks dangerous, that's going to come to your mind when thinking of Joe.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Joe's I think he's one of the all-time greats, former TNT, former Ring of Honor heavyweight champion, NXT heavyweight champion, and he's every bit deserving to be AEW heavyweight champion. I don't think he's going to get this title. I think MJF will still hold on, but you could do a lot worse than having Samoa Joe carry your company.
Yes, now quickly jumping into something from Dynamite because we saw these guys continue on with a fire promo battle. But I want to talk about how uneven Roderick Strong's booking is. They put up quite possibly the best video for Roderick Strong ever, making him a babyface, it seems.
Yeah.
And then just coming out and doing this whining friend gimmick with Adam Cole, and like that part doesn't connect with me. That was the part where I was like, what's going, like, this is stupid. Like, you just built him up in such a good way. Now you're breaking him down with this lameness, and then you're going to put him in the ring where he's phenomenal. So it's just this back and forth, doesn't seem consistent.
If you go back to the old Wednesday NXTs that were on the WWE Network, they did stuff like this with Roderick Strong. They've had his real life. They talked about his stuff with his mom. And it was done in a very serious tone to capture a real life backstory for Roderick Strong. Here, they did that, but they also did it with him as like a whiny heel. It just felt confusing, and I didn't like it. It felt like we were going back to the well, but now we're trying to put a spin on this guy's actual real life crisis that he had to deal with. It doesn't make him a heel. Like, that makes him like, somebody I'd want to cheer for. But you're having him with the fake neck brace. I didn't like it. I thought it was, like you said, very confusing and very strange. It was unnecessary. Have him come out with the Kingdom like he did, getting in Adam Cole's face for not worrying about his neck, and then have him take it off like he's not even really hurt, and then have him put it back on. That's good stuff. The video package is good if you're trying to build a baby face, which we're not.
Yeah, and I'd like to see more of the Kingdom in the ring as it is.